what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Miranda here, and we did it! We hit 100 subscribers this week. Woo! Yeah, so it's a little bit of a milestone. My channel has been above 100 subscribers before, but long story short, I started on YouTube about 10 years ago making Magic the Gathering videos. Back then, I was a professional Magic the Gathering player. And then I kind of left my YouTube channel inactive for several years once I stopped playing. So I've only really started uploading regularly a few months ago. So last September was when I started uploading regularly, and I kind of had to like rebuild my audience from there. So thanks so much for everyone who has subscribed. All your old timers who have been here, since the start of the channel, or if you're a new subscriber, I appreciate and love you all for watching my content. This is just gonna be like a little fun unscripted video where kind of I talk about where the channel's been, where it's going, and stuff like that. So I originally started posting videos kind of more frequently shortly after I started streaming on Twitch. So for most of you know that I used to play Star Wars Squadrons competitively, and that's actually how I got my start on Twitch. And after I stopped playing that game, I still wanted to continue streaming, so I decided, oh, I'm just going to do the whole variety streamer thing. So that was, that was a decision. So lost most of my viewers when I started doing that, but that's okay. That happens to everyone. But kind of like a prototype for what would kind of become the format of my channel going forward was when I started playing The Outer Wilds on my channel. So there is a video on my channel, and throughout this video I'm going to be putting links either like up here or over here somewhere, or I don't know, I'll figure it out in editing. But I may also post a bunch of links in my in the description below, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, so I posted a video called "I'm a Bad Astronaut" around about a year ago, and that was kind of like the prototype for doing clips from my Twitch. So that was a pretty fun video. A little rough in terms of like compared to what I've been doing lately, but definitely go check that out. That's it's a funny video, and if you've played Outer Wilds, I'm sure you can probably relate to some of my reactions in that game. I never did complete that game, however. That game like broke my brain. I couldn't deal with it. But then I kind of like didn't upload anything for a while. I posted a few X-Wing videos, so that's another game I kind of play offline. So around, I would say, April, May last year, that's when I started really like going hard on Twitch. Like I was streaming every day, not to really build an audience or anything like that. So the reason I started streaming every day was I was doing speech therapy. So if you watch some of my older videos from like older than that, so like going back like more than a year, you'll notice that I sound very different. That's because I did several months of speech therapy in 2022. Because of my situation, I don't really talk to anyone. So I actually stopped working in March of last year. So I've been on kind of long-term disability, and this is not like, ooh, poor me or whatever, but my health has been, on the fritz, and I haven't been able to work. So I also kind of live a very socially isolated lifestyle, so I don't actually get to talk to very many people. So I was like, well, I'm spending like literally like hundreds, thousands of dollars on speech therapy, and I don't talk to anyone ever, and I don't even get to practice. So my idea was I'm going to stream almost every night, and that way at least I get to practice my voice like consistently every day. And that was a pretty good plan, I thought, anyway. Even if it was just me talking to myself, and most of the time, let's be honest, that's what it was. Because I was playing a lot of like weird indie games that didn't really have much of an audience. So I was, even if I'm just talking to myself and there's no one in chat, at least I'm talking every day, and that really helped with practicing my voice. So later on in the year, so I actually stopped streaming for like, a couple months, because, well, I was going through some pretty heavy duty personal stuff. But I decided that I wanted to do the whole Twitch to YouTube pipeline, which, there are a number of content creators that I kind of take ideas from and, look up to. That's kind of when I decided I was going to start streaming again and I was going to start posting videos to my YouTube. So, again, I'm not doing this, for fame or clout or whatever, or even for the money. Because, like, honestly, like, I have made $0 from YouTube. And I don't plan on this ever becoming, like, full time occupation or anything like that. But because I'm not working, I don't really have much to do all day other than, just play video games. I'm not doing this to, gain sympathy or whatever, but the reason I don't work anymore is I suffer from a pretty bad case of depression. Like really bad. And I don't really want to get into it. Like, this is not like a mental health channel, and it's not really something I want to discuss super openly, but yeah. And I found that having a creative outlet, having something to do, so editing the videos, that's something that really kind of got my mind working again, and kind of got me outside of my own head. So that's kind of like my own kind of therapy. Although, obviously I do therapy as well. But yeah, so that was something that started to improve my mental health a little bit here and there. I mean, obviously, like, uh, putting out YouTube videos a couple times a week is not going to solve my depression, but it's having something to work on every day, and that's definitely helped. So I started with my run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It's actually my third run of the game, and I was kind of waiting for the release of the enhanced edition. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is my starting point. This is what I'm going to start with. So, uh, I started streaming my entire playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and that's actually it's become one of my favorite, if not my like number one game of all time. That's a game that means a lot to me. So I get into this in my videos. So there is a specific character in that game. Her name is Anevia, and I have never in my life identified more with a fictional character. And she's very, very near and dear to my heart. And the reason for that is she's, a transgender character who kind of also went through some depression in her life. She's not like a big, like, main character, like, she doesn't join your party or anything like that, but she's someone that I, really, really connected with. And not just her, but there's quite a few characters in that game that I find are really, really well written, and I connect with quite a lot. So I have videos, during my playthrough of that game, where I talk about all these different characters. I even go into a whole rant about video game romances, because this is a game that probably the first time I've ever encountered a actual satisfying video game romance. So I'll post a link for that video, where I kind of like talk about like video game romances and how they're handled and stuff like that. That ended up being a 19 parts series, and I'm very, very proud of it. Although, so I will say that the first episode is a little rough. So I was working with some not so great video editing software, and I was having a lot of problems with it. And it was basically that first episode. I'm just like, oh my god, I just finished rendering. I don't care at this point. I just want this video to be done. But I feel like as the series progresses and I become a better and better editor, the quality of the videos increases over time, and I'm actually very, very proud of the finale episode. And there are multiple moments through the series where I like legit get really emotional. Like, I cried more than once on stream while playing that game, just because it's oh boy, it just gets me like right here. Like, it really, really is. It's something. It's a really special game. At least it's really special to me anyway. So yeah, check out those videos if you're interested. And then I kind of transitioned to putting out content for New World, which is a MMO that I have played before and decided I wanted to jump back into. And that's another series that's a lot of funny videos, a lot of funny moments in that series. So even if you don't like this kind of goes like in general, but like as like I like to think of myself as like a comedy let's player. Um, Even if you don't play these games, I think there's still quite a lot of value in these videos just as like pure entertainment because there's a lot of like humorous moments and there's I like to make jokes and stuff like that. So a lot of funny moments in my New World series. And that kind of culminated in my Thanksgiving special episode, which was probably the funniest moment I've ever had on stream, where I basically got surprised by the event boss Turkulon, which is a giant turkey. So really really funny episode. And then of course I really should have led with this. Last December, I released my first scripted video. It's called How I Cracked My Trans Egg. It's got a longer title, but that's actually the video that will pop up when you go to my channel. And that's easily, that video is the best thing I've ever done on YouTube. So if you're going to have one takeaway from this whole thing is go watch that video because I'm very very proud of it and it's a very very personal video, and it really connected with a lot of people and I'm hoping that it will continue to reach more people because I really wish that I had watched a video like that 20 years ago, because that would really have helped me with my own journey. So that's yeah, that was a really like strong moment for the channel. I gained a lot of subscribers from that video, got a lot more views than I typically get on my videos. And since then, I've started releasing videos for Street Fighter 6. Now, what's coming down the pipe is so lately on my Twitch, I've been streaming Marvel's Midnight Suns and XCOM 2. So you can expect videos from those playthroughs coming up. And I actually have some ideas for some scripted videos in the future. I have some ideas in my head for like a little like video essay slash review, doing a compare and contrast of Marvel's Midnight Suns and XCOM because I think those are two games that kind of invite comparison. So the short version is I don't think those are the same game at all. I think you can compare them, but saying that one is the same as the other, I think does a disservice to both games. So I think I do have a video essay in me about that. I also have some other kind of fun stuff that's coming down the line that I don't want to spoil just yet, but stay tuned. You can follow me on Twitter. That's kind of where I post updates relating to my content. Yeah, there's more stuff coming to this channel in 2023. So it's still mostly going to be like the fun like comedy video game stuff, but I may also have some other like more experimental stuff coming out soon. So again, if you're still watching, if you're somehow still here for some reason, thanks for watching through to the end. I appreciate every single one of you, and every person that watches my videos, every person that leaves me a like or a comment is very very appreciated. I do read all the comments. I don't get very many of them, but it's all very much appreciated. And always like you can leave suggestions for what content you want me to make or stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, there's gonna be stuff coming down the line. It really just comes down to my health. I don't always have a lot of energy left over to work on products after taking care of my basic needs, which I don't always take care of my basic needs, so that's kind of where I'm at. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I'm active on both platforms. I stream almost every day, so catch me there. And beyond that, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for subscribing. And hopefully we can continue the trend of growing the channel. So hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.